When it comes to watchmakers who take risks, Rolex really isn't on the top of that list. I mean, they really only dabble in varying sizes, and maybe, just maybe, once in a while, you get an interesting color or an autistic dial. It just seems like when Rolex does play with color, things get complicated, but not really that complicated because, again, Rolex watches really don't have very many complications. When it comes to one especially picky, fickle color, picky and fickle, put them together, make pickle. Pickles are green. You know where I'm going with this. It is 9:48 a.m. Let's get down to business. So I'm sure some of you were utterly confounded when I gave you that little picky, fickle, pickle riddle. I'm talking about green Rolexes. It seems like when they release a watch that has any green on it, it's a flop, initially. Because let's rewind a little bit. The ultimate FU watch, the hunka chunka gold with a little bit of green. I'm talking about the GMT Master 2, but this one specifically. This is an incredibly sought after watch, and it goes for big bucks, but it was not popular at all upon release. And then moving on to a watch we spoke about very recently here on this channel, the Air King 11-6900. This ruffled a ton of feathers when it was released because Rolex dared to add a dash, a splash, a tinge of color on that black dial. People didn't like that there was green signage on that black dial, which is a very strange thing to complain about in my opinion, but whatever. Which brings us to the Rolex Submariner Hulk. Okay, this was not at all popular. Dealers had trouble moving these initially, which is very hard to wrap your mind around considering the hype, the frenzy, the utter frothing at the mouth that this watch stirred up amongst the watch community when it was, you know, pulled away and discontinued, even though we all know that eventually they're going to bring it back, but whatever. All of this is to say that it seems like Rolexes with any green on them were a true slow burn. It took time for people to come around to them and really appreciate them, and they were kind of lambasted and not well liked immediately. But then 2020 happened. Man, what happened around 2020? It's like such a blur. I feel like there was something incredibly consequential that happened all over the globe. Oh, I know what it is. I just dropped my phone. This was released. That's right. A Rolex with a black dial and a green bezel, but this green bezel black dial Rolex had ceramic and a 41mm case. Very, very interesting. And this one sold like hotcakes. That's right, it broke the mold. This is not one of those green Rolexes that took time to become appreciated. This had people going crazy. It was going double retail, and it's still well above that MSRP, much like every other sought-after Rolex. The main difference, though, is that this one, again, is kind of a trailblazer, kind of paved the way for Rolex to take more risks and continue releasing green Rolexes. I'm specifically talking about the Pistachio OP41, which is probably one of the most popular OPs right now. And of course, that gold John Mayer Daytona with that really interesting, deep, sunburst green, very vibrant dial. These two watches, I have a feeling if they were released like 10 years ago, would not be popular. People would be like kind of gagging over them. Because of this Rolex Starbucks and this new appreciation for green Rolexes, instead of people gagging because of them, people are gagging on them. That's a disgusting joke. I'm sorry, my mom watches this channel. So here we are, 2025, a world that loves green Rolexes and a world where Rolex keeps producing green Rolexes. The truth is, they're hard to find. Not only because they are incredibly popular and ADs will waitlist you, but because if you try to go secondhand, people are going to upsell you. Double, sometimes triple retail. Which brings us to this week's Wolf Watch Club competition. Guys, they are running a draw for this Rolex Submariner Starbucks, and this time it's very, very personal. I've told you multiple times on this channel recently that this exact watch is the one I am going to purchase myself when I conquer my CRPS diagnosis. Again, I don't know when that will be, but I know I've got it in me. I'm going to beat this, and I appreciate all of you guys having my back But if you've been interested in having one of these on your wrist, and you don't want to battle some debilitating degenerative neurological disorder, you can just go to wolfwatchclub.com and buy yourself a ticket. $49.99. That is under 50 bucks for a chance to take home this incredibly sought after, probably one of the most sought after Rolex sports watches of 2025. There are only 499 tickets total, so your odds are very good. And at the time of filming, there's only 376 tickets left. And listen guys, there's 4 days left in the competition. I will be revealing the winner here live on this channel, so you don't want to miss out. I promise you, you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't try to win this one. So again guys, things haven't been super easy for me recently, but that's okay. I have the support of you, and I have the support of some awesome brands that want to help me out, like Wolf Watch Club. I am in paid partnership with them, so please support the people that support me. I want to give thanks to Wolf Watch Club for sponsoring this video, and I want to give thanks to you guys for supporting me. Love ya. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.